Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of The Fortunate Fortune Teller. Well, I'll be your fortune teller for this afternoon, and I'm extremely fortunate to be here, just so you know. So, what can we do? So, happy Labor Day weekend. Put a little selenite here, get our cards as, cleansed as possible, even though they're, we take a bath every day. These cards, they say, we take a bath. Leave us, stop. They don't like it sometimes. They're like, get off. I wash my face. So just know that it's always best to be clean, okay? Nobody likes an unclean person around. That's what I tell them. I tell my cards that. So I think we're at a point now where, speaking of unclean, these unclean spirits that surround your, divine masculine, all these people, they're being seen very clearly for who they are and what their motives are and what they want and why they did what they did and why they lied about you and why they did everything to keep you separated and why they tried to block this Two of Cups and why they got so many people involved and, why they bribed this person. And it was just like every single person has a motive, every last one of them. I mean, it all came down to your energy. So that's all it comes down to. Just be flattered, okay? That all these people would group up together to take your energy just to lose. It's a good story. It's like they did it. It's like they sacrificed themselves. They thought they were sacrificing you, but you sacrificed. But they were really sacrificing themselves for you. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? Just a little bit too ironic. Yes, I really do think. So yes, that is the correct answer. It is ironic. So just be aware that these people now know that they are in a predicament that they may not be able to get out of. And they did it all out of greed and envy and hatred and thought they were going to sacrifice you and get all these treasures. But what did they get? Nothing. Okay, brother? 4 of Cups in reverse, because now people are suddenly aware of what's going on with this. Okay? They could see that this doesn't make them happy. All right? You must understand, okay? They want to choose happiness now, okay? They accept what's going on. They're retreating from the situation. So perhaps this is, like I said, your divine masculine or whoever, King of Cups, is, retreating away from this, karmic situation. They're suddenly aware that it was you. You're the one, okay? Suddenly aware that you are the one who was the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Now they're aware, all right? They're aware you're Queen of Pentacles now, okay? Fine, okay, and they see you as your happiness. We knew this, all right? So at the end of the day, we understand, because we're at a point in our heads that we're so harmonious that we understand that this all had to happen for a reason, okay? We look at the point of view that this is what a twin flame thing is. It's all about making you the best version of yourself and never taking nothing personal. That's what it comes down to. And if you take things personal, then you can never, it will never balance, okay? It will never balance, and you can never do it. I can't look back and say, oh, yeah, you did it. I can't even, here's the thing. Don't even focus. This Queen of Pentacles said, don't even focus on anything negative. Focus on the positives. There's no need to focus on the negatives, okay? It's like, there's somebody who has all these great things about them, and instead of focusing on the great things, they focus on the one negative. They'll be like, oh yeah, he's got a birthmark on his arm, under his arm or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be like, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, don't focus on what they did in the past, or focus on what they are now, okay? Because all you're doing is creating the end. That's all you're doing when you go looking, because you're looking for something. If looking for something bad about somebody is only making it worse, especially when they clearly show, who they really are, okay? So it's almost like you're creating it. Your brain is creating it because you're looking for something. And that's what people, when they try to dig up dirt on you, that's what they're doing, but they're really only digging dirt up on themselves, really. Because people are like, why are you doing it? What do you want to know about him? They only make you seem more valuable than you really are, all right? Trust me, they add to your value, these people, all right? Because 2 of Wands, because right now you're planning, you're progressing, you're making decisions, you're still at the early stages, you're leaving home perhaps, okay? You're making travel plans, so it's at the beginning, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your plan in place, all right? Just know, because everything, when you first start with you, is built on the 10 of Cups, okay? Your foundation, which is the first thing, is built on the 10 of Cups. You don't build anything else until what you have is built on the 10 of Cups. You will not build on faulty land, okay? You will not build on an 8 of cups. You must understand. We won't even build on a 9 of cups because we are a 9 of cups. We're a wish come true. So why would we do something like that? Why would we build on ourselves? But yes, a 10 of cups we will build a foundation on. So not an 8 of cups. No. Especially not. So you got pretty much, suddenly 4 cups in reverse with a 2 of wands. So perhaps, your masculine is planning to make a decision to reveal their sudden awareness that they're choosing happiness and accepting the situation and retreating away from this devious, devilish situation that they could clearly see is going to go up in flames very, very soon, okay? Because of what all types of nonsense they're involved with and surrounded by. All types of demon activities. They're all seeing that's too much demon activity going on around your DM, okay? So that's why 3 of Cups reverse. Like I said, too much demon activity. So 3 of Cups reverse. That's overindulgence, brother. Okay, heavy partying. All right, people are isolating themselves. They just want to, get themselves drunk or high to not have to worry about what's going to happen here because they see the writings on the wall. They see you. You being the way you are right now causes these people great anxiety, and now they're trying to, succumb with the alcohol and the drugs to, suppress them feelings. All right, so just know that a lot of this was projected onto you too. A lot of the people wanted you in this 3 of Cups in reverse energy. This was a very common projection that was put on you for many years, okay? But you were able to overcome this, and and now you can't even do it. Even if they try to, this does not work on you. So if they do, this only goes back to them, all right? And they become that way, all right? And then people see what they did, and then they want judgment. They call judgment on them, all right? We call judgment. Anybody who is doing this devil stuff or trying to destiny swap or praying to the devil, this and that, messing with people's lives and witchcraft stuff, black magic, you're going to have to pay for this, okay? That was all going to have to be paid for, okay? Yeah, and the person who is collecting will be there. They'll be there very soon, okay? And they want the payment, okay? So if you don't have it, oh well, unfortunately, that's going to be unfortunate for you, okay? But just know, judgment is here for you because you are being judged for this, because why wouldn't you be? You know what you did. What are you gonna? You wanna act like that's okay? Then all right, admit what you did. Then don't lie about it. Be straight up. But you won't. So that means you're embarrassed of what you did because you know what you did is wrong. So that's why you're being judged. You're being judged for that. So just know that. Okay, you know who's going to be judging you also? This High Priestess, brother, because we are the ones. We bring the fun because we are the sun. Don't you love her? Look at that outfit. Tell me you don't think she's adorable. Just look at her. Very, very, not mean, but just very serious. Hey, listen, I'm not here to play games with you anymore. All right, just understand that. That's what they're telling you right now. We're not here to play games anymore. That's what we're telling you. The High Priestess told me to tell you. And I did. And I just communicated that to you. Okay? Because we have 3 of Pentacles here. We're collaborating here, brother. We have people that want to be around us, that want to work with us. People see the value with this High Priestess. All right? And it was all created by this 3 of Cups in reverse atmosphere. Okay? By people in this atmosphere trying to project onto this very well-educated, very, very well-informed High Priestess. Okay? High Priestess magician, that is. And thinking that they were going to defeat this person. Okay, did they knock this person out perhaps once or twice? Sure they did. But what happened? What did they do? They continued to get back up. All right, so remember, a High Priestess is the only energy that can create without the help of anyone else. We don't need anybody, the High Priestess says. We're all good by ourselves, brother. Just understand that. And that is why the other energies don't particularly like you, High Priestess, but don't worry about it, because we don't like them either sometimes. But we like some of them, though. Not all of them. A lot of them we don't, though. Okay, so that is why 3 of Pentacles, we are in that energy. We are surrounded by that energy. They probably have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse over there with this 3 of Cups in reverse. An overindulgent, negative atmosphere these people are in. Work atmosphere, everything. It's all going to shit over there. Trust me when I tell you. Money's missing. People are skimming from the top. People are making, stealing credit card stuff. Fraud is being done. It is wild over there. Okay? 6 of Pentacles. There's a lot of theft over there. They don't want to give. They want to take. Okay? That's all they're all about over there. They're about taking your money. Okay? Give us your money is what these people are all about. They just want to take. See, this High Priestess doesn't think like that. The High Priestess likes to give. Okay? So just know that these people, they have unpaid debts. It's a one-sided charity with these people. Oftentimes there's going to be strings attached to when you deal with these people, all right? And all the times it always benefits them, all right? That's the way to put it. It's like they're the dealer, okay? They're the casino and you're just the player, all right? So just know when you're dealing with these type of people, you most likely are going to lose, okay? Because that is the goal. That is what they are. That is what their specialty is. And they come off like they're all flashy and lights. Come on in, we'll get your room, we'll do this for you. Here, have a drink, blah, blah, blah. All designed to take your money, okay? How about that? Does that make a great observation? All designed to take your money, Divine Masculine, okay, brother? And they wanted you so hard to walk away from the Queen of Cups that they did anything to put you in this overindulgent Three of Cups atmosphere, okay, to cloud your judgment and make you think that this person wasn't this High Priestess, okay? They wanted you to make you think that, all right, well, maybe they are just a Queen of Cups, okay? And the DM felt that that wasn't enough for them. That was not up to their standards, okay? They said just the Queen of Cups. No, we need more than that. So they were able to be, of course, coerced and convinced by King of Swords in reverse type characters, Empress in reverse type characters as to what's important in life, what you're supposed to focus on. It's pretty much wanting them to overindulge is what they've made it sound like. It's all about feeling good or something. Don't let somebody like this High Priestess hold you down, they said. They won't let you indulge. Yeah, we wouldn't have. They won't let you see other people. We'll let you see other people, they said. We'll be swingers, they said. That's what they said. This High Priestess laughs. They laugh about that because that was used against this person. Okay, because this person, they tried to make this person weird because they didn't want to do stuff like this. Okay? So that's what's happened because they're a Queen of Cups and they're a one-woman man, one-man woman, all right? So just know that's how we operate. Because that's the way we want to operate. Why wouldn't we? Why would we want to be with all these different people? Why? Especially if we don't have feelings for them. It doesn't benefit us. Also, actually, it gives our energy away. To be honest with you. That's what happens, really. That's the truth of it. Okay? Because 9 of Cups in reverse. Because, whatever these people tried to convince this, King of Cups, Divine Masculine, about being a wish come true, was surely seen not to be a wish come true, 9 of Cups in reverse, okay? The Divine Masculine now is seeing, in the worst way, just what an indulgent lifestyle brings to you, okay? 3 of Cups in reverse. They're seeing that firsthand, okay? They're seeing firsthand the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This, take dog eat dog atmosphere that they're a part of, okay? And that none of this is a wish come true, and that money isn't worth it, okay? And that they should have just chosen their High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and none of this would have had to happen. But, you have to understand, it all had to happen this way anyway. So even if they chose you right off the bat from these people, you still would have had to separate it. So eventually something would have happened. So at least give your counterpart the thought process of, thank you for doing it so fast, okay? And they even did it in a way where nothing even got ruined, all right? There was no real, damage. There's still going to be like a first, we'll have a lot of first, okay? So it could be special still. This is what the High Priestess is seeing right now. They're seeing this as your masculine's motive as to why, perhaps maybe they left you so fast, all right? Because they knew who you are to them, and you knew they knew. Okay, because Knight of Cups, because they see the creativity, the romantic charm. They see that you are the one. They knew this, okay? They are, they want to be your knight in shining armor. Even though we don't need them, because we're High Priestess. We don't need nobody. Remember that, okay? So just understand, that's what we told them, too. We said, we don't need you. All right, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get to that point to where you show this masculine that you don't need them, okay? Because they feel that you needed them. They feel that you can't be successful without them. So when you go and do what you're doing now and showing people who you are and blah, 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 and then looking your best, doing it, and then while they're around all these greedy people and overindulgent, and then they see you glowing, shining as a High Priestess, that is where the regret comes in for them. That's where they start getting upset. Oh, why should I have done this? But the fact is that if they did do that right away, then there would have been another situation after that would have broken up. Then these people would have continued to chase, mess the relationship. They would have came between. They would have been sending people to trying to tempt your DM, trying to send them, get them places, and far away from you. So just know it would have never ended. So at least your masculine was smart enough to get it over with fast. You know what I mean? Like if they left you fast, thank them next time you reunion. Say, thanks for doing that so fast, because we didn't have to prolong it. So just know that they were smart enough to do that. Might not sound, too smart, but you trust me when I tell you, every last part of this process has to happen this way. It all has to happen. If it doesn't happen this way, then it won't be. It won't be. It's not one. It's not a twin flame relationship or a soulmate, whatever. Or if it does, then it just has to go that way, all right? Or it's not going to happen, pretty much. Let's say it that way. If it doesn't go in the way it's supposed to, it's not a twin flame journey, or it's not going to happen then for you. If you don't let the separation happen. It has to happen. How else do you know it? So that's why they always say, you don't know what you got till it's gone, okay? And that's why they say, love makes the heart grow. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So it's like, all right, makes sense. And that's exactly what you did, this high priestess did. And we even got a new outfit. Look at that outfit. We love it. We love it. You know what I mean? It's our favorite work outfit. Love it. Love it when we got to go to work and say, oh, get the hat. Put the hat on. So just know, but that's our hood too. That's our hood. We like to wear the hood. So, brother, you know why? Because you are very positive, all right? You are the happiness. You are your DM's happiness. Everybody sees how you glow. Everybody sees the glow that this high priestess has when they walk into a room. When this person walks in a room, heads turn, okay? Because of, the light that comes from. Now, this is going to, a lot of times, stir up jealousy. There's going to be people who don't particularly like this person because they're going to find them to be aloof. They might think that they're above people, right? But the fact is that they're none of the sort. They're just the sun, okay, brother? That's all we are. We don't go looking. The sun doesn't go looking for people to shine on, okay? People come to the light, come to the sun, for warmth. The sun don't come for you for warmth. You come to them, brother, okay? So that's what this high priestess is all about. We don't chase, we attract. We're not here to come looking for you. So just get that through your head. Because we don't give a fuck. Because we don't need you, okay? So if you could get to a point where you feel you don't need anybody, then you could act that way too. But if you can't be, then you can't act that way, because then you'd be fake, okay, brother? All right, so that is why there's going to be an Ace of Cups coming to this high priestess, because they are a Nine of Cups. They are a wish come true. This high priestess will only build on a Ten of Cups. They will build only on a Ten of Cups. No faulty foundations for this high priestess, brother, okay? Especially with the sun shining down bright on them. There's no need for it. There's no need. There's no need to rush into something or, go build and say, oh, well, we could put it back later. We could build a foundation after we build it, Can't do it that way, brother. It doesn't work. You're not going to come digging down. You're just going to, go as long as you can until it, falls over. Eventually it will, which you eventually will when you build on a faulty foundation. That will eventually fall over. So whatever situation your masculine may be in, it's eventually going to fall over. It's built on a faulty foundation. It's built on lies. It's built on greed. You have a steadiest foundation right here, and eventually people are going to run for cover because they're going to need shelter from when this whatever falls over. This building topples, okay? Just know. And the Ace of Cups will be flying this way right over to you. Because you are the one, brother. You are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun, this high priestess says. They tell me all the time. Tell me to say that for some reason. I don't know why. I don't want to say it anymore. They say, no, you have to. I say, all right. So just know, that's why I say it, because I have to. All right, because Knight of Pentacles. Plus, we're so hardworking, okay? We'll never stop. We just keep going and going and going like the Energizer bunny, brother. Tell me we are not the bunny, all right? We just keep going, and people are trying to stop us, kicking us over, just keep hitting that drum and stuff, and then they all run out of juice eventually coming after us. So just know that is our pretty much our superpower. We outlast them. That's what we are. We're supercharged, brother, supercharged. And by doing that, by outlasting these people and being so supercharged, that puts them in the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. And that is, self-imposed prison for these people, all right? Being seen as not as a wish come true. This is being seen as a nightmare. If you think Nine of Cups in reverse with an Eight of Swords, with a Six of Pentacles. And it's all because of their greedy nature, Six of Pentacles in reverse, wanting to take, and the Three of Cups overindulgent lifestyle, all right? And then, now all this is Four of Cups in reverse, showing people that suddenly aware that what this isn't working for them, okay? That this high priestess in their positive atmosphere, this Energizer bunny high priestess over here, that is the one, brother. That's where to be. That's what people are telling themselves, okay? They say, what do you want to be in this self-imposed prison? Why would we want to be in here? Why would we put ourselves here? Why? That's a good question. That's what you have to learn. Now you have to go find your way out of that prison. Believe me when I tell you. And sometimes it could be harder than a real prison. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Your mind can be a very, very dangerous prison. Especially if it has a lot of demon thoughts in there. Believe me, brother. I know. I'm all about it. I knew these things. Okay? Because listen, brother. You don't want to be an 8 of Cups. You don't want to get yourself involved in this. You don't want to get into these situations with, fake people who are trying to, tell you what you want to hear. Clear as day. Not for you. And zero genuinity at all. Genuineness to their body at all. Okay? These people are just like as fake as can be. So if you ever allow these people around you, just know you will get an 8 of Cups there, because they're not there. They're there to scam you. They're there to trick you. They're there. Once things get tough, they don't love you, okay? If they don't love you unconditionally and they just love you conditionally, then yes, they will leave you. And that's just what you get in the 8 of Cups if you don't have a 6 of Cups. It's the truth, brother. If you don't build it on a 10 of Cups in reverse, a 10 of Cups, you don't build your foundation on a 10 of Cups, you will only get an 8 of Cups, okay? If you build a foundation on an 8 of Cups, that building will fall down, okay? And if you don't, at least get to the 7 of Pentacles, if you don't have a long-term view, if you don't work hard, if you don't persevere, have diligence, and you just think you're going to go skip all that, the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles, and go right to the 10, then guess what, brother? You're going to have a long fall, because, yeah, you could do that. Anybody could skip. Anybody could cheat. Anybody could jump to the front of the line. The fact is, does it mean you're going to get to where you're going? And once you get there, does it mean that the person that's ahead at the front of the line is going to let you go? And you're just going to, that's what you forget. Anybody can get to the front of the line. Anybody can get to the 10 of Pentacles. It's maintaining the 10 of Pentacles is where the real skill comes from, okay? And that's what people oftentimes forget. And that's why they will lead to an 8 of Cups, because they tried to skip. They skipped over the Cups and they skipped over the Pentacles, and they just wanted to get to the, they wanted to get to the 10s without doing anything. And that's why they always will end up being seen as a disappointment, because they cannot hold on to this. Can't hold that energy, because it's your energy. You're the one, brother. You're the High Priestess. These people are just 8 of Cups. Who the fuck they think they're dealing with? You're a High Priestess in Sun energy, okay? Energizer Bunny High Priestess that you are. Stop it, people. Stop it. All right? Because 6 of Wands in reverse. Because unless you're trying to make a profit, because these egomaniacs, they're trying to make profit off you. They thought 6 of Wands in reverse. They thought they were going to be recognized. But no. They're not being publicly recognized as anything other than scam artists. That's all these people are being seen as. They're being seen as publicly recognized as an 8 of Cups is exactly what they're being recognized as. Okay? They're being seen as very unpopular. They were discredited. Okay, they tried to discredit you, but all they did was end up discrediting themselves. 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay, you got this 6 of Wands in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you got these people now are being seen for their greedy nature. They're taking. There's 9 of Cups in reverse, being seen as whatever they were spewing, selling. Is definitely viewed as not a wish come true, because all anybody got out of it was a 3 of Cups in reverse. This is what they got out of all these promises, a 3 of Cups in reverse, a habit of overindulging, okay, being seen as, irresponsible, okay, being seen as an 8 of Cups. This is what they got. That's all they got for going against this High Priestess, this Knight of Pentacles, this hardworking High Priestess, hardworking, Sun positive and happy High Priestess, okay, and what did you think was going to happen? Did you just think you were going to destroy this person and you were going to go on with your evil ways? I believe you did. I must have believed you did, because you did do this probably in the past. But you never did it against anyone like us. That was where you went wrong. You did it against the wrong one. And when you go up against us, the end result will always be the same. And that's us destroying you and sending your bitch ass all the way back to hell, to never be seen or heard from again, brother. And that's the facts. All right, because we are headed towards those 4 of Wands here, okay? We have union headed our way, all right? We are part of a happy home. One way or another, we're going to find it. We're going to get it. We're going to get a happy home. Believe me when I tell you, because it's here. It's already in your energy. You already have people around you. Your energy is already aligning with what you're supposed to be with, okay? You will be happy. Trust me when I tell you. You are the one who brings the fun, brother. You are the sun. Don't ever forget that. Please and thank you, 4 of Wands. So just be aware of that. Try to be more aware, okay? Okay, be aware, you're not no 8 of Cups. That's what they are. That's what these people are. You know, you're a star, brother. Let me tell you something. You're the star. If anybody's a star here, it's you. Okay, because 5 of Wands in reverse. Because now these people, they know that you're the star. And now they might, 5 of Wands they want to avoid conflict with you. Perhaps now they're saying to themselves, we're going to respect differences here. We're going to, you know, maybe agree to disagree. You know, we're going to be more diverse with our approach when it comes to this High Priestess. Yes, perhaps. Okay, so that's what we tell them. We don't care what you say. All right, because in the Page of Wands, we're an inspiration. We have limitless potential. You think we care? If you want to agree to disagree with us, let me tell you something, brother. We don't play those games. All right, because we don't want to play those games. You're not gonna come tell us you want to agree to disagree. We don't care what you do. Okay, fine. We're fine with that. Avoid conflict. We don't want any conflict. But don't be trying to act like, you know, you're doing us a favor, because you're not. We're the limitless potential inspiration, okay? Brother, we're the ones. Just know that. You must know this now, because it's being seen very clearly. The hooded man is telling you very clearly that he is the one who brings the fun. And it's true, okay? Because like I told you, you are the star of the show. I did say this. How many times I say, you're the star, okay? And as these people knew that you were what they knew this energy was possessed by you, okay? So they did everything in their power because of your 8th house placements, knowing that they were able to steal this energy because of your empathic nature and your, you know, unawareness of what was actually going on. They were actually able to build with this energy. But the fact that you were able to build all this and call this energy back is now why this High Priestess is being seen as a superstar. Here you go, brother. Superstar son. That is a superstar High Priestess. In the hard work, Knight of Pentacles. Superstar High Priestess. That's why you are the Energizer Bunny, brother. That is why you got the 6 of Cups here. That's why you are unconditionally loved, and you can be unconditionally loved, okay? Because you have that ability. You know how to do it. You're not in it. You're not in it for anything other than that. You know what it's all about. It's the Cups, brother. You know it, because that is what you're all about. You are a Cancer North Node. You are a Cancer Sun sign. That is what it's all about, brother. 4th house. Look it up. You got to see. Then you'll know exactly why you're here in this earth, what your goal is. And our goal is to teach people about 6 of Cups, unconditional love. Because without a 6 of Cups, I told you, you get an 8 of Cups, without a doubt. No doubt about it. You can't skip over the 6 of Cups, thinking you're going to get to the 10 of Cups. Never happened. Okay? Skipping an ingredient doesn't taste the same. Maybe you can, but it's only going to come apart. It's going to be probably from a knockoff from, you know, China or something. Okay, you get knockoff from China stuff. We're authentic here, brother. We're the authentic thing. We're the real thing here. Okay, because 8 of Pentacles, because we are diligent. We work hard. Okay, when we go to our projects, we make sure we do everything in the highest of standards. Okay, we are the ones, brother, that you expect the best when you get us. All right, don't think that you're going to get some half-ass, you know, jersey or whatever it is from China that is, you know, fake, you know, because that's not how we roll here. We're not no knockoff, okay? Like the people trying to come up against you. See, they're knockoffs. They show it, they're knockoffs, okay? They show it with their 3 of Cups in reverse atmosphere, this 9 of Cups in reverse, okay? They show that clearly by how they're, you know, they're thieving ways in the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, wanting to take. And that's why they're being seen 6 of Wands in reverse, publicly recognized as that, as publicly recognized as this disappointment, this 8 of Cups, okay? And that's all it is. And now that they're being seen as this 8 of Cups, now they want 5 of Wands in reverse. They don't want any problems now. Now they want to respect difference. They want to make up. They want to act like they're doing you a favor by making. No, this High Priestess says. No. We're the star. You do not tell the star of the show what to do, okay? We tell you, all right? You must understand. If we want to replace you, we will easily replace your character. You must understand, okay? So that is what's happening with that, because the Ace of Pentacles is coming towards you. You already are 9 of Pentacles. You're already reaping the fruits of your labor. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Cups is always going to equal to a 10 of Pentacles eventually. You could, like I said, you could always get to the 10 of Pentacles without having the 10 of Cups, but there's a very, very good chance that it's not going to be as fun, because when you build something on 10 of Cups, it will continue to go. It continues because there's nothing that could beat that foundation. Nothing is going to knock that foundation out. It's too strong. So if anytime anybody comes up against it, they can't beat it because boom, there's nothing you could do about it. Oh, I missed it twice in a row. Ah, there you go. So just know that that is what it's all about sometimes. That's what the High Priestess says. So I'm a star, damn it. You don't tell me I'm Gumby, they said. I said, yeah, that's true. Pokey over here trying to tell us what to get out of here, you orange bastard. We're Gumby. We're Gumby, damn it. I think that's what he says, right? Gumby, damn it. Eddie Murphy, funny. It's funny stuff. Okay, because, you know, you're acting like a fool. These people, they feel it's very serious over here now. It's a very serious situation now that they see this High Priestess and star energy, okay? They're very, very concerned, this hard-working star, superstar High Priestess. They're very concerned that is, you know, very diligent and an apprentice of two master wizards, okay, who think the world of them. This causes these people distress now. Now they're in a very serious, non-fool-like energy, okay? They're being reckless here. Perhaps they're taking some risks that they shouldn't have because they want to stop you, okay? They're doing everything in their power here to stop you from receiving this lover's energy, okay? They do not want this High Priestess to have this lover's energy because they know that is what completes them, okay? They are aware of that, okay? But what they're also aware is that this High Priestess also does not need this, okay? They can make whatever, they don't need anything. So they don't ever feel these people have any advantage over you because if all they're doing, fine, because at the end of the day, it's your masculine who makes the decision if this happens. They're not doing any of this. They could try to block it. It's not their fault. It's your masculine's fault for not seeing through it. So just know, they have no one to blame, and you will be rewarded this energy with a high-level soulmate anyway. So it does not make a difference what this masculine does. That's what I need people to understand. It does not matter because you will forget about them. Okay, that will be removed from your psyche. You will not even remember them as a twin. That's what's going to happen if they don't do what's right. Okay, if they don't fight for this. Now they have to fight for this energy, okay? Your masculine has to fight for this lover's energy for this High Priestess. We already have it. We're having it one way or another. It's going to find us. It's going to get us one way or another. That's not the case for your divine masculine. If they make the wrong decision here, they then become a karmic now. And they have to go through other lifetimes now and get back to where they are. That's what they must understand, okay? And if they don't, then, oh well. We'll be fine. We know what's going on. We're not around a bunch of karmic demons fucking, being greedy, fighting over money and stuff. We're not doing nothing like that. No. We don't have nothing to worry about. We go right to bed. Do whatever we want. We have a great time. We're a star. Remember that. Okay? And that's why these people, like I said, they're in the Three of Pentacles reversed. They're very, very, very misaligned over there, fighting over money. It's disorganized. There's disharmony. Everybody's blaming everybody. Everybody ruined everybody's life, they're saying. I should have never listened. Nobody should have listened to anybody, is what they're saying. Because there's always one or two people who brought somebody in. And this, so it's everybody's, whoever brought whoever is all yelling at each other. It's quite the show over there, believe me. Because they all know they're going down. They all are aware of it because they know that you know. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. If you know exactly what they did, how much longer you think you're going to get away with it? Okay, especially acting the way they are, and they can't enjoy anything they took, because all they're doing is trying to hide it. So it's like they stole stuff. It's like a dog. They went and they took something from like the thing. Now they're hiding it somewhere. Oh, I better hide it. And then where'd the food go? Oh, I don't know. The dog's actually. Then the dog forgets where they buried it at. That's basically all you're doing. That's all you did there. Okay, and then you're probably gonna get caught because of it too, and then you're gonna get punished for it. And then because who they gonna blame? Who they gonna say who took it? Okay, it was you. So just know that Two of Pentacles, brother, those multiple priorities that you got there, all right, it's time for you to adapt to the situation. You must balance these decisions. It's all about balance, okay? The High Priestess tells me. They said, I am a 50% man, 50% woman. I am completely balanced, they tell me. I said, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. I said, can we just say it better, like, if we have our balanced masculine and feminine? She said, yeah, that works better. Because then it looks like people think you have two things and stuff. So just know that, yes, our energy is completely balanced, because you are. You're half, your masculine and feminine energies, whether you're a male or a female. So when people say feminine, they think, oh, no, I'm not feminine. That's a solid energy, though. That's what you understand. Divine feminine energy is more tough than a divine masculine energy. So it's like, it's a hero, a divine feminine. So just understand. That's Hulk Hogan, brother. Come on. That's a divine feminine. We're Hulk Hogan. Please. Come on, we look at the largest arms in the world, brother. What you want from us? Of course, we got to deal with these evil Andre the Giant characters from time to time. You know, they turn on us. They always want to turn on us. They always want to say, you know, they want our belts. They always want our stuff. They always want our titles. Okay, brother? They always want our 4 wands. They always want our union. They always want this, you know, but they don't want to work for it. Okay, they just want to take it from you and then kick you out, take your belt, and then go celebrate without you with a fake. Okay, they always want to turn bad. They always want to go against you. But then eventually they see their ways and they say, no, we got to go. This is the one. This is the star, brother. This is the high priestess, okay? So just know the end result here is going to be your union. There's no reason to go any farther than when you have a 4 wands as the end result, especially when you went this long. So just know this high priestess has a 4 wands, 110% coming their way, okay? Because they are a star. They're not only just a star, they are a superstar, brother. Superstar, okay? Very Knight of Pentacles, hardworking superstar that was very hardworking, willing to be an apprentice, willing to start at the bottom, and now you're here, okay? This high priestess started from the bottom, now they're here, okay? And they're almost there, brother. And all that's got over here, brother, is a lot of disharmony, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You got a lot of people holding back, Fool in reverse, okay, over there. You know, some of these people, 5 of Wands in reverse, they want to avoid conflict now that they're being seen for this, okay? Now they want to act like they want to be your friend now. And we say, no, because we already know you're an 8 of Cups. We already know you're a disappointment. So you're not going to come back here and trying to turn the tables on us. We're the ones who are the 10 of Cups. You're nothing, okay? So just understand, 4 of Cups reverse, people are suddenly aware that you are their happiness. They want to choose you as their happiness, okay? It's you they want it, but they knew this anyway. But I don't like that suddenly aware word. Why are you suddenly aware? You should have known already. Okay, the 6 of Wands reverse, and that's why these people are not being publicly recognized. The only thing they are being publicly recognized is the 8 of Cups as a disappointment, okay? Because there is no planning, there's no progress there, 2 of Pentacles, all right? Because 6 of Pentacles reverse, all they focused on was, you know, stealing, taking, scamming, okay? They're thinking what they could get, skipping steps, all right? And that's why they're, you know, basically being seen as a 9 of Cups in reverse, as a not a wish come true, okay? Whatever person who said that this person was whatever they are, no. They're being seen as a complete fake, a complete false sense of success was being projected from this person. Now they're being seen as anything but a wish come true, because you are the wish come true. And all this is happening because of this 3 of Cups atmosphere they're in, this overindulgent atmosphere that these Empress in reverse people pushed upon this to, you know, these people, this thoughts process they had. So just know, whatever philosophy that is going there is now being seen for its indulgent style, and people are being embarrassed, and they feel like it's your fault this is all happening. They feel like it's your fault. So let me astrologically talk to you for a second. Nice day out there today, you know? Nice day. Yeah, astrologically talk to you, brother. It's 4 wands. It's here, brother. It's gonna happen. Just understand it. Nothing happens overnight. Everything. Listen, a seed grows silently into a tree, okay? Just because you don't see progress doesn't mean it ain't here. All right, brother? Just because you ain't seeing this Taurus, don't mean this Taurus ain't doing everything for you. Don't understand. This Taurus always has your back, all right? This person, you know, if people try to go against them, they try to corrupt this one, okay? They had the Virgo and the Capricorn in their ear, or the other earth signs saying that, you know, Cancer's no good, but this person always knows. They have a mind of their own. Believe me when I tell you. They're a bull. God damn it. They're stubborn. They know. They don't want to listen. They know you have so much air in your chart. You have all air and water in your chart. They know you need a little earth. They knew you can't just run around and being made of air and water with no earthly matter to you. It's very difficult, okay? And this Taurus is aware of that. So he said, we'll be your earth. We're your earth person, okay? And this is always going to be our earth person, this Taurus, no matter what, because we really don't like Virgo and Capricorn at all, okay? So just, that's pretty much it, though. That's the reason. You know, that's really the reason. But just know you have too much air. That's another reason, too. Especially you. And especially me, actually. But we love our Taurus, believe me. Okay, brother, because Pluto is here for you. Transformations are here. All right, you had to transform to even get this Taurus's attention. All right, believe me when I tell you, because not that that's a bad thing. It's because you should be the best. If you're going to look at somebody as your counterpart, of course you're going to have to become the best version. You're going to have to transform into the best version of yourself. You're not going to just skip steps and become what you think you're going to be. It's not going to happen, all right? Even if this Aquarius does everything in their power to stop you, just know that this person only stopped themselves. They really thought they were getting ahead at your expense. No. Because they forgot that you're a rising sign Aquarius. So a rising sign Aquarius will always destroy a regular sun sign, because Trust me when I tell you. I just made that up anyway. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to say that it's possible. But just know this person did go against you. They did say a lot of things behind your back. They did group up because they did not want you to become ahead of them. Okay, perhaps this was an ex-lover of sorts, an ex-spouse that, you know, didn't want you to do better than them afterwards. They wanted to keep you down. So they actually were focused on you all this time, building with your energy, all right? And trying to convince this Taurus that you're not who you say you are, but all they really did was make this Taurus see how more valuable you are, okay? And we all owe it to this Aquarius. Now they're crying about it. Now this person's going to want to come back to you, too. They're going to want to come back, and you're just going to tell them to beat it, you know? Yeah, come back. Like, we're going to say, okay, come back, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, are you fucking nuts? I mean, I guess it's worth a try. You know, because whatever Scorpio that you tried to throw around our Taurus, whatever you tried to corrupt, this person is being seen as the biggest joker of all, okay? This person's they're going to spontaneously combust because they're being seen as a complete fraud, a complete fake is what this person's being seen as, because they try to present themselves as you. They try to act like they were the savior here. This is what they love to do, these characters. They love to come and pretend they're the savior after hard times. Okay, perhaps this Cancer had some hard times with this Taurus. Then the Scorpio wants to come along out of nowhere. They want to save the day, okay? But now they're just being seen as a shoulder to cry on, perhaps. I don't know what the fuck this person is, but just know this person was a paid actor, okay? This person lied. They did everything in their power to say things to this Taurus that they knew were already planted on. You know what I'm saying? This was not serendipitous. Let me tell you, this Scorpio is a piece of shit, okay? Because this Virgo somehow knew about this too. This Virgo had a lot to do with this, okay? This is why this Virgo is begging you to be their secretary. They're begging you to take their trash out. They're begging you. You know, we're thinking about it. We have other, you know, applicants right now. So we'll get back to you, Virgo. Just please stop calling also. All right, please. We're busy people here. We don't have time to talk to you. We're not going to keep telling you the same thing. We appreciate your desire to, you know, mow our lawn and stuff. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, brother, because we are aware we're on fire. We are aware that we make 3 after 3 after 3 like NBA Jam. We understand we're unstoppable, okay? And that's why people, they want to try to extinguish your light because they see that fire there. But your light cannot be extinguished no matter how much pails of water, no matter how big your fire hose is. This light will continue to fire. It continue to light, continue to whatever, I don't know, I can't think of it. Because remember, brother, you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, okay? So where there's fire, there's usually going to be the sun. Wherever the sun is, there'll be fire. Fire, sun, same shit, brother. Looks like the same to me, don't it? All right? I mean, it's a big ball of fire up there, brother. Okay? That's what the tourists told us. They said, and you are the one. It all revolves around. You are the one. I said, thank you. I said, and do I know you? And Uranus and Gemini, brother, that's always going to be the final piece of the puzzle. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that? Because you do have Venus and Gemini in your natal chart, okay? That's very big for you to have Uranus there now also. So that gives you 7+ years of harmonious love relationships, okay? Then it goes into your sun sign of Cancer, Uranus. Another 7+ years. So you got some good time here, all right? You got time to, you know, get things together. You're already coming there. You're already coming together, all right? Everything's coming to fruition for you. This 4 of Wands is here, brother. This Taurus is here, okay? Because you are communicating that clearly, Mercury. You are telling me exactly everything I need to know, brother. Even if that is telepathically. Just believe you. This Taurus is communicating with you. Even if it's not in the physical realm, it is 100% in the telepathic realm. Because Saturn is here, brother. Karma is here for these people. Whoever these, you know, Empress in reverse, this King of Swords in reverse, that did everything in their power to, you know, corrupt this Taurus, King of Cups. That birthday, they're paying for it because it's done. It's being seen. So they have no way out of this, okay? Karma is here. They can't explain their actions. The demons are being seen. Once a demon is seen, once the mask is off, it's over. The game is over, okay? Because Jupiter's here, brother. You are the one who has the luck. Jupiter's in Cancer. That'll be there for quite a bit. And just to finish it off, everybody knows, brother, you are the one who's got not only a 4-planet stellium in the 8th house, not only you have a second 4-planet stellium, and that is in Libra, brother. You are the one who has that. So we'll conclude there because I know everybody loves to hear about that. Actually, they don't. But I'm gonna train you to. I'm gonna train you to love that. I'm gonna say you're gonna want me to tell you about it. You say, hey, don't you have that 4-planet stellium in Libra? I say, yeah, I do. Remember that? You have that? Yeah, I do. Thanks for reminding me. And then I'll like you, and then I'll pat you on the back and say, you're all right with me. Give you a smack. And so, go get me a coffee now. You go get me a coffee. That'd be good for you. It's good for a kid like you, brother. If anybody asks where you got that money at, tell them you got it in Atlantic City playing craps. Okay, it's a lot of money for a kid like you. So just understand it. Like I said, it's time for you to expand. I see you're coming up here. You're making a couple dollars. So don't let nobody know what's going on there, okay? Like I said, tell them you got it playing craps in Atlantic City when you're ready to expand. Because nobody needs to know your business. Because you're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. And staying safe in the known is no longer working for you, brother. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger, perhaps. Okay? It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. I am 100% guilty of not, living this smaller world, but it is what it is sometimes, you know what I mean? Maybe they said just a little bit bigger, perhaps. So I agree with that, okay? Perhaps they say we got to make it a little bit bigger because it's time for you to soar, they said. They said, you got to make a bigger world if you want to soar, brother. You can't just, you're not going to soar if you don't have a big thing. So that's basically what they said. And I said, shut up, I know. And then they said, you're being asked to stop dimming your own light. And I said, I'm not dimming my light. They said, sometimes you do, sometimes. And then it's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar, they said. Fly high, dear one, okay, is what they tell me. All right, and that's not me. I'm telling you this. All right, let's do one more. And we'll call this a day, bro. There's a long one, all right? Because it's time for you to release any, attachments, especially a demon attachment, okay? Because there's something you need to let go of. It's either eliminating belief or untruth, a negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your true potential and happiness. Just know that. So I'm going to say that's the DM. Has to release these people, these attachments. Time to let it go, brother. You know what's going to happen. You want to expand? Then come on. If not, then stay where you are because we have a 4 Wands coming no matter what because everything is built on a 10 of Cups here at the Fortunate Fortune Teller, brother, because we're very fortunate to be aware of that. So just know that with or without you, we are going to make it.